We light up the world. We light up the world.
What's up, party people? Welcome to Fire to Inspire. I am your host, Angel Yasmin. Today's quote is, use your smile to change the world and don't let the world change your smile. I am so honored to have Dr. Heavenly on the show today. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, lady?
Hey, lady, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, I'm going to dive right on in. Dr. Heavenly Kimes is a leading Atlanta dentist, a TV personality on Married to Medicine, the reality show, an entrepreneur, an author, inspirational speaker, business powerhouse, and relationship expert. Also known as Dr. Heavenly, she became one of the most sought-after dentists in the nation. She is the founder and CEO of her own practice, Smiles by Dr. Heavenly in Metro Atlanta. She is a true leader in the dental industry. Dr. Heavenly is a co-author of the best-selling series Wake Up, Live the Life You Love, author of Business of Love and Fitness Prescription Book. Through her straight talk style, expertise, and proven credentials, Dr. Heavenly continues to assist her other businesses owners in thriving. We are so happy to have you on the show today. OMG. I realize you're extremely busy, so thank you for taking the time out today.
Oh, thank you for having me. All right, well, look like you know everything.
I know.
Me. What else you want to know?
Just go over your background. Like, where are you from?
I'm from South Florida, the inner city of South Florida. I graduated from Miami, New Orleans Senior High School. So, I grew up in the inner city, went to Booker T. Washington, grew up over town. So, not the best of place, inner city, but, you can make it from anywhere. That's
awesome.
What I want to say. Inspire others. You can make it from anywhere.
Awesome. So what sparked your profession today?
Being a dentist? Actually,
Yes.
My major was pre-med going into school. And I always wanted to be a doctor, no matter what kind. And I found out about dentistry through one of my classmates. There were recruiters that came from Meharry Medical College and talked to us about dentistry. And I was told to do a summer program to see if I liked it. I did a summer program at Meharry, and they actually accepted me and gave me money to go to school, and I really liked it. I was actually good at it. So,
wow.
yeah.
Good.
And the main thing is I wanted to be able to set my own hours because I always wanted to be a wife and a mother as well. Not be on call and all of that. I just wanted, I want a good job, but I wanted to be a wife and a mother. That was most important to me.
That's a good. Now, being a wife and a mother is actually a calling, and people don't even realize that.
Absolutely.
And I think you do a good job. I always watch you with
job. I know
you
I
do a
I
good
beat
job.
my babies when it's needed.
I know. So now they call you a relationship expert,
Call
right?
me. That's what I am.
Yes.
I'm a certified relationship coach.
Oh,
yes,
I
I
love
have
it.
my certification. Yes, I do.
So what's the best advice you can give someone who's looking for real love?
Be yourself, because yourself is going to come out anyway. A lot of people try to put on when they first meeting somebody, and don't accept less than what you want. A lot of people try to put down their main wants. You got to know exactly what you want in a man or woman. Write it down so you know what it is, and then go for it.
Absolutely. Yes. So let's talk about, you've been married for how long?
I've been married 21 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes, 21 years to the same man.
Awesome.
Yes.
Love
and
it.
I gave him 3 babies.
Love it, love it. So let's talk about the reality show that you're a part of. The show Married to Medicine is a cast with 7 women whose lives are impacted by medical practices by either being doctors or being married to doctors. Dr. Heavenly is one of these women on the show, and she's also married to a doctor. Now, how hot is that? I'd like to know, how do you think this show influences others effectively?
I think one of the things that we do to inspire others is you don't see anywhere a group of black women, men or anything. So you don't get to see couples that are doctors. My husband is a physician. I'm a dentist. Also, it's another couple on the show, Dr. Contessa.
Yes.
She's family medicine, and her husband is family medicine. Love her too.
Yes.
And then it's a kind of interesting dynamic because the rest of the ladies are wives of doctors.
Okay.
And then, or they're the doctors and their husbands are not. So it goes into an interesting dynamic that you can make any kind of lifestyle work, and it's all about what's best for you.
Yes.
But I think it's inspiring to see so many black doctors in
Yes.
Atlanta doing well. All of us are doing extremely well in Atlanta, and see how we go about our day-to-day life. Now, the show is not without drama, because if it was, y'all wouldn't watch it.
Of course. We love the
We have
entertainment.
the drama, but we also have a lot of good insight in learning how to deal with marriage. We show a lot of marital issues, good and bad.
Yes.
And we keep people inspired.
Yes, I just love how you guys portray the black culture. When we watch TV, we always see African Americans portrayed in a certain way in the hood or something like that. Black women being bitter, being
we
single.
not in the hood, but we might
look,
seem
come
like
on.
we acting like it. I
And
ain't
there's
gonna
nothing
lie to
wrong
you.
with that.
Praise
Nothing
Jesus,
wrong
you
with
can
that.
take them out the hood, but you know what? But there is extenuating circumstances
Yes,
that
of
you are
course.
put in reality TV that you probably would never be in normal life. So it's how you respond to it, how you react to it. But it's an interesting dynamic, and I think people enjoy it, honestly.
Well, let me ask you this. How much of it is real?
All of it's real.
Really? Okay.
But it's heavily guided, meaning that if I don't like you, I'm not going to lunch with you. You know what I mean? But the conversations are real. But if I didn't like you, Angel, would I get up next morning? Or if I had an argument with you, would I get up next day and say, hey, I'm having a party and I'm going to invite you? No.
Ooh,
So that's the part
then.
that's kind of difficult to, but everything else is pretty much real.
I love it. Now, do you or other people on the show hype up your personality on the camera?
I think personalities are not hyped up, but you only get the top hype.
Uh-huh.
For example, we might film an hour and a half and you only get 6 minutes of that. So you're going to get the top.
You're going to get the heavy.
That's what you're looking for, right?
Right. Okay. So are you encouraged to fight or argue with co-stars?
No, we're not.
It just kind of happens.
Just kind of, we're very strong-minded individuals, and all of us are very different. And I think that's why we were casted, because we're very different in our insight and in what we believe. Honestly.
Right. So does it suck to have to interact with the ones that you actually co-star with on the show?
It's quite difficult to interact with people that are, I'm going to try to be Dr. Jackie for a
Come
minute,
on.
that has a lesser IQ. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's very difficult because honestly, in normal life, I would not interact with certain people. But other ones I love. You know what I mean? Some of them are smart. They're dynamic. Dr. Contessa, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone. All of them are brilliant women. Quiet, got a lot going on. You know what I mean? It's just some of the other ladies that bring the strife to the group. And I think that's their job, I guess.
Well, I absolutely love your personality.
Well, thank you. I'm being real. I'm being me.
That's why I love you, because you're so real and you got the fire behind you. But do you do. You a spitfire, baby. I love to watch you on the show. I'm like, oh, where's Dr. Heaven? Just keep her on the show.
See, then without me,
so,
it's boring until I come in.
I know, right? Do you think that they make you the villain sometimes?
Absolutely not. I think everybody get their turn. I think everybody get their turn.
That's
and sometimes on the show they show you in a good light, and sometimes it's cut up to the point where I'm like, is that how that happened?
Yeah.
Everybody get their turn. So
I love it. So do you miss your privacy?
No, I don't care about it, because I'm grown. I'm real grown, as you can see. I think for some younger people it might bother them, but I'm very grounded in my family and my business and everything. And if this ended tomorrow, I go back to the same thing. I think a lot of times on reality TV, people get a lifestyle that they're not used to. It's my same lifestyle. It ain't nothing different. And I promise you, if I take my hair off and wash my face, you probably won't even recognize me in the street. So I'm good.
Well, you look beautiful. So
no, thank you.
Either way.
Angel. That's why they call you Angel.
Oh, you're so sweet. Now, would you advise anyone else to be on a reality show?
It depends on your personality. Some people cannot take it. Some people can't take it. Even on the show, to me, honestly, some of these people look like they're about to have a nervous breakdown. It's causing problems and strife in their marriage. If their marriage is not on solid ground, do not join reality TV. You know why? Because not only do you get to air your dirty laundry, you get to see the people's response to your dirty laundry when it happens, when it shows on TV, and then you got to rehash it at the reunion. So if you got a fickle or something that's not totally together, I would not.
You got to have tough skin. Because you're always in the limelight.
But a great marriage, you got to be solid in the foundation of marriage. Because there's some people that we thought were very solid that filed for divorce. At least 3 people on our show have filed. One is going through with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you? You don't regret signing up for this lifestyle.
No.
I think you handle it very well.
I think I do too, and I have a wonderful husband. This
Yes.
show. You know what? I didn't even realize he was that great until I saw him on TV. I was like, this is how men's supposed to be. But obviously, y'all men ain't doing what y'all supposed to. We got infidelity. We got men ain't working. We got men that's cheating. We got men that's talking bad to the women. I mean, it's just a mess.
And
to me, if I saw this and I did not see my marriage, honest to God, I wouldn't even get married.
Come on. And then I love watching you because it kind of reminds me of my marriage. I'm the spitfire. I'm extroverted. I'm outspoken. And guess what? I'll be Angel today and Makisha tomorrow. It just depends. But see, you got a husband that's very humble and he's secure. He's confident and he loves you.
Absolutely. And a lot of people feel because I'm the spitfire that I'm running things in my marriage, which is absolutely not true.
Well,
they've been running things. But you know what? I do. They keep saying that submission thing. I'm telling you, I know how to be a wife and I know my position and my place as a woman. I'm telling you, and otherwise it don't work, because if y'all don't allow these men to be men, they have a problem with you, which shows out in other ways. They're gonna cheat. They're gonna start acting out. They're gonna get
they'll draw back,
not giving you their feelings. Something. It's gonna come out some kind of way. You gotta allow the man to be the man, and if y'all don't, you tried. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Everybody tried, and I ain't saying that everybody's marriage has to be like mine. Do what's best for you.
Absolutely.
But what they doing ain't working. So look at what I'm doing. Maybe try that. That's all I'm saying.
I love it. Thank you for that truth, because
no
people
problem.
need to hear the truth. And
No
as a
problem.
Black woman, we can be very strong and
strong.
high
Y'all
strong.
too strong.
Right. But see, I'm
Sometimes.
not. I'm like you. I know how to melt down when I
You
get
need
in
to
my
pull it
house.
back when it comes to your man. Allow him to be the man, okay?
Yes.
And that does not mean that he has to make more money than you. That does not mean that. But you have to respect him and the stuff that he does. Now, he need a job. Now,
Yes.
you need a job. We can't deal without no man, without no job. I just don't
Come on,
understand
I don't understand
But
that either.
You don't have to,
Yes.
make more money. But you got to respect him as the man and allow him to be the leader of the household. First, Christ. And if he's a believer in Christ, then we can actually submit to him. We submit to each other, and if he's not going to have dominion over you.
Ooh.
If he's a good man, you know that.
Come
you know
on.
that he's not going to have dominion, and he's going to take. He know we smarter than they are. They just actually less emotional.
Yes.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to allow them to use our smarts, and they present it for us. So it's actually a team, and we're submitting to each other. But you got to allow that man to have that self-respect.
Wow. I mean, that's everything.
And that's
all
the
in it.
end right there.
And my thing is, Atlanta is so full of well-to-do women.
Absolutely.
And they're making some money over here.
And Atlanta don't have too many
And they don't
men,
have
so
too
don't
many
be looking
men.
at
Yes,
mine.
don't look at mine, because I got a good
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
Look, come on. So let's talk about the most recent book you published,
Okay.
Business of Love.
Yes.
What's the message behind that
The
book?
message behind it is you can plan for love and marriage just like you plan for your business. You write down the things you want. You put your bullet point things that you want to have. And then the ultimate transmission or the transition is getting married. I mean, you got to put down, okay, if I want kids, write that down.
Mm-hmm.
If I want a man with a certain credit score. If I want a man that has the same religion. That was number one for me. We got to have the same religion.
come on.
Some people, they don't. That's your business if you don't. But for me, we got to be equally yoked. Or it ain't going to work. My whole life message will be trying to transform you or get you to my religion. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that can be
we
an
gotta
argument
start.
in itself.
We gotta start with the same religion. We gotta have the same beliefs. We gotta have the same a lot of things. Bullet points. What's most important to you? Come up with that business plan, and that's your business for love.
Ooh.
Break it down.
You have to make it plain. You have to
That
write
lust
the
and all of
vision.
that ain't gonna last
It's
if y'all
not.
don't
It
have
runs
no
out.
equal. If you're not thinking on an equal same plane. If you're not on the same thinking plane, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
Okay, because that lust and love and all of that, it wear off after a while. Now you still love your man, you have your kids, and you grow to love. But I'm saying all that lust and stuff y'all young people be doing, that stuff don't last forever.
It's not. It only lasts temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe in writing the vision and making it plain.
That's what the
it
Bible
will come.
says, doesn't
It
it?
will come through. So now you have a new show that's out. Congrats on that.
Oh, thank you. Open and honest.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So with you and Dr. Jackie,
Mhm.
that's the
Please
host.
shoot the doctor.
So
Yeah.
explain what that show will be all about.
Actually, we've been working on that show for quite a while. It's actually not anything new. We've been on it about 2 years. We actually just got a studio, in a real studio.
Right.
But we've been doing a podcast just like you're doing now.
Yes.
But we actually have a real studio. But basically, we talk about everything. We talk about sex. You know, of course, I talk about
Yes.
love and relationships. Dr. Jackie's really good. A lot of people want to know about women's health.
Good.
We do, hot topics, what's going on in the community. And we talk about politics. So we talk about a little bit of everything. It's actually entertaining. But I think you like my realness with Jackie's, what's
do.
a better word? Professionalism. if you will.
Yes, I love to watch you on your Instagram.
So we they say we opposite, but opposite attract. The interesting thing about myself and Dr. Jackie is we think exactly alike, but we don't speak the same. Like we don't speak the same.
Absolutely.
So she doesn't say what she's thinking. I say it.
That's a beautiful dynamic. But you need both of those. You need
do.
both of those
and
power
I think
brains.
it should be balanced both ways. I don't think you should be quiet all the time, and I don't think you should say everything. But that's what we are. And
Somebody
that's how
gotta
we
be
go.
lit. Somebody
Right.
gotta be lit to keep the show going,
So
right?
You're right about that.
So what can we expect from Dr. Heavenly next?
Actually, Dr. Heavenly is continuing to do what she does. She's number one dentist in Atlanta, one of the number one dentists in Atlanta. She's continuing to take CE courses. I'm flying out to Cali this weekend
Okay.
for a cosmetic dentist course. So I stay on the cutting edge of dentistry. That's what I want to do. Continue my podcast and show and see what that develops into. See if that can spin off into something, and just continue to inspire and uplift and educate individuals.
Well, I wish you well on the podcast. I love it. I have a lot of fun doing
Thank
it.
you.
I get to meet great people like you.
Thank you.
So lastly, what are some encouraging words that you can give someone to ignite the fire within to do what they love today?
Listen, don't listen to naysayers. A lot of people don't understand your vision. They cannot see your vision. And not to sound cliche, even your parents may not see it. Your loved ones, you think and say, if mama say I can't do it, I can't do it. No, if God gave you a vision, go through with it no matter what. And you can do anything in this world. All you do is think about it. Think it, speak it into existence, but think it into existence, and it can happen for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Heavenly, so much for joining us. Please let the audience know how they can find you on social media and how they order your books online.
Oh, yeah. All my stuff is on my website, drheavenly.com, and you can actually get to all my social media platforms from there. And my social media is dr_heavenly. So everything's Dr. Heavenly.
Thank you for joining our Party with a Purpose, and I'll catch you next week. All right, it's getting real hot up in here because I'm so fired up.
We light up the